Alright, so we're back in this base. It's been a while. I think it's still going... Nope, never mind. It's not going strong at all. I think this needs a rebuild or an extension, or both. It's got problems. Got problems all the way around. Steel even working? Steel is working. That's a change. That's a very big change. Steel never normally works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was low density that was the problem with this thing. It was holding it up. Yeah, you see low density is the one that's struggling to get in. I mean, it's got no trouble launching the rockets. It's got plenty of satellites. Space, nuclear powered or solar? It's nuclear powered. It's actually got a bit of everything. It's got a bit of solar, a bit of steam, coal, which doesn't really do anything anymore. Hey, low density. That's low density. It's exponential low density. Yeah, it uses nuclear for the most part. So each one of these is a self-contained 8-reactor setup. So yeah, there's 8, 16, or what is that? 3 by 4 by 16. So yes, reactors. I think it's like 30 gigawatts. Does produce a surprising number of empty fuel cells too. Does produce a lot. It backs up quickly if it can't reprocess them. Yeah, just a little bit of steam. Fluids, it's only 1 million steam, 12 million steam. 1 million a second steam. 1 million every 5 seconds actually. Oil's actually a little low. I think it should be like 700,000. Oh yeah, you don't want too much. You don't want too much. Yeah, 4 layers of iron plate. Because, you know. There's the controller from the old reactor setup. The old endless chain one, which was endless problems. Plastic, using the classic sandwich. I think I fixed oil, I don't remember. Actually, no I didn't. It's got issues. It needs redoing because this uses the old ratio. The pre-16 whatever change. Was it 17? I don't remember. It was changed a while ago and the outputs were slightly changed. Yeah, so it overproduces on... not light oil. I think it overproduces on heavy oil now. Where is it? Yeah, see, and advanced oil processing produces 25 heavy oil now. It used to produce only 10. Or was it 20? It used to produce less either way. And then it was increased to more. Or better, or something along those lines. So the thing I wanted to do today was give this some attention. Maybe add... so this has 4 trains. I'm actually thinking about adding a 5th and 6th train to them. Look at that, you nearly made me say Seamus then. I see what you did there. So yeah, I want to modify this to add more trains. Which does mean that I'll need to modify the combinator system to manage it as well. How to get the inventory to look like that? You mean split like this? It's actually a game setting. I can't remember what it's called. It's in interface. Yeah, flat character GUI. That one there. And that means you don't have the stupid tabs. Yeah, so flat character GUI. And then it's sensible. That's right, yes, it's the glorious megabase. Even down here, I never actually fix the track up properly at all. It just goes off grid. Yeah, there it is. It goes off grid there. It goes to the old file stuff here. Doesn't even have an owner. That's how old it is. This has... yeah, this has last user. This doesn't have last user. That's how old it is. It's before the game tracked users. Kinda silly that it's been around there so long. Starting to get some progress on worker robot speed 20. That's only 32 million science. So it's going to take a while. Yeah, that change was added in 13, I think. So that track was laid in 12. Yep. This is dangerous. Oh, that was even more dangerous. I didn't even think about that one. I made this whole base. It's gonna be a base of lies. Damn approves. Yeah, that's Exterminate approves because he would have died in that situation. He would definitely would have died. Never would have survived that. Hang on to a few of those. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Probably get rid of them too. And that. Are you going to give it back to me? No? Good. Because you can set it zagged, yeah. And would be very flat. Any other junk I can get rid of? Probably that. So many blueprints. That's from pre-blueprint library days, all these blueprints. Alright, let's get down to business. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that I need more trains. Like, I've got 20, I mean, a limit of 20 outposts. Hey, heck yes, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Factory must grow. It must grow. The factory is hungry right now. It needs to be fed. See, I got up to 20. I can extend this down, but I want to add more than 4 here. I want to add a 5th and a 6th. Hopefully that'll help send more trains out where they need to be. The system was always based around having 4 trains at every outpost. Although the next assumption is, or the assumption I'm making is that I can actually fit that many here. Which could be a problem. I might have to change this to a roll-on, roll-off type yard instead of a roll-in and roll-out. Although I do like having the line here, this sort of staging, these staging lines. They do serve a purpose. Well, actually, it's mainly to get around all of this crap. And also, this thing stops trains that shouldn't be in here wandering their way through here, which can happen. It's rare, but it does happen. Because I need... Ooh, I'm not quite awake yet. So I need... What do I need? To add 2 more trains to every stop. That's 40 more trains. More coffee. Good idea. Much better. Yeah, so I need 40 more entryways. Oh, you're getting eaten again. This place is almost done, amazingly. 1.9, 3.8, so I better hurry up. Yeah, because most of the ore that's in the original explored map is slowly disappearing. I might have to delete some of these oil patches. It's a little bit overdone. This oil is really to combat what was standard in version 12. And even then it was a bit overkill. Help if you would stop hanging from the ceiling. Probably would help. I think that, yeah, 17 now, and I think there's like a 56 million just hidden in the shroud there. It's funny, these coal outposts just won't let go. 29k, 205k. The coal patches are tiny, but they just keep hanging on forever. Just can't get rid of them because the mining productivity is so high. Hey, look, media. How might I say I'm doing alright? A little sleepy still. So... Whew, if I make this 6... Instead of... what do we got now? That should be a 20. So instead of 20, it'll be 30. So it'll be 120 trains total. Victoria 1 that comes in at 4 AM your time. If they're on time. Yeah, 7 PM for me. Yeah, they're oh, not yet. In a few days' time. But yeah, it'll come out at 7 PM, so I'll be on... speaking of, I'll be on when it launches. I actually want to start a new save, but that might come later. There's some Red Circuit stuff going on, so I'll probably join in on that first. We'll do that, a new player, multiplayer. And then the following week I'll start a new mega base. Getting your first computer in years, couple of days, good timing. That is really good timing. That is actually really good timing. I need to shorten that. Because this is going to take a lot of space. Alrighty. You see the thing scanning. Everyone performed the task perfectly. What's going on here? Since when's the bot not being stingy? Alright, let's save a copy of that. Veldeck is near. That'll do it. That is true, that would do it. Alright. What's a heist? It's just a little mini game. It doesn't really get... all it does is really just burn away bot currency. I mean, you can't redeem anything with it, and you can't trade in for anything. You can't convert it into anything, but it's fun to just throw it around. 11 AM, that's why your second break at work. Okay, let's just start from right here and see how we go. Better yet, maybe start by jiggling about these. You want to move to there. Three, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. 0, 1, 2, 3. You want to be like that. 3, 4, and 5. Humanoid. Hey, still fixing trains? Yeah, I thought I'd come back to this. It's been a while since I've sorted out trains in this thing. I thought I'd give it a go. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The idea is you want the first choice to be what the train's going to first. That means it'll when it goes from 5 to 4, it means this will always get occupied first. That's why I want to do it that way. Yeah, that's going to be the new dealio. That's not Q. That's X. Had to see the buttons work. I'm going to want that. I'm going to sneak up here. Do that there. Then I'm going to need this thing. You sit there. change that. Set that back to 5, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Set that to -1 as well. Eep. Snuck through. I nearly tried to go back through again. Break it first, I can fix the mistakes. Yeah, I'm kind of stalling on it a little bit. In fact, I'm going to preserve train stop names. Uh, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Oh no, 5, 6. Actually, that only needs to be 5. Yeah, future me problems. Always. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's only halfway right now. That's only halfway. So it's going to end like there. That's going to be a problem for copper. That's why I'm thinking of splitting these up. Yeah, I got to add a lot more to it. See, it's pretty much all the trains are already gone. I might make it a 3 system, because then I don't need to break it up as much. I'll probably get away with splitting it up into much smaller segments. Okay. In that case, we cut these, make all the trains a little bit grumpy. Oh, that track lag. Track lag is real in this map. Track lag is very real. For some reason, I thought it'd be a good idea to do the corners like that. I'll roll with it. So yeah, this is the easy part too. Well, allegedly. You still got to change the combinator system to support the new trains. The higher number of trains. Which may or may not be as easy. It's going to be funny. Oh yeah, this is gonna end, definitely end well. Face off? Well, it is off now. It's not gonna get any iron. It's too bad I can't remember exactly what I used in the... I can never remember exactly what I used in the FE base. So I have to redo this thing every time. Something like that. And then I'll just repeat this thing. So it's like that. Probably safe for me to delete these. Probably safe. Doesn't mean it is, because it's just probably safe. Yeah, something like that. Australians drink Foster. Has had a British friend say it was big in the UK and Australia. I don't even know if they still make that stuff. I haven't seen it in years. It's horrible crap. But yeah, I don't know if I don't even know if I don't know if it's still being made, or if it's an export only. They still sell. Someone could argue if it's terrible, it's probably still sold in the US. But it's all very subjective, that is. Foster's mainly UK based now. The main brewery is in Ah, yeah, there you go. Got one at a gas station here in the US. God, does it regret buying it? Sounds about right. It's but true. I don't remember seeing an explanation as to where that comes from, and it was something that was kind of. I seem to remember it being kind of unfounded, but also kind of true. It was more to do with the process than anything else, from what I recall. Alright, let's delete all that. Hopefully deleting these won't kill the bots from actually doing their thing. We'll see. Probably will. There'll just be a big void in there. I mean, I really shouldn't have a bot network that is this big, but oh well. Can't be helped. The UPS dive. Alright, I'm gonna need to borrow a train. Ideally... 19? And 18? And 17? And oh, you ruined it for everyone. I had one, hey! I was hoping for one of you. Trains... sure, train fuel as well. Why not? That's 1 unit of train. Foster's Lager is an internationally distributed brand of lager, well known internationally as Quincy Australian beer brand. Foster is not popular and relatively rare in Australia, particularly when compared to other beers, Victoria Beer and Carlton. Yeah, see, VB and Carlton's way more common now. Probably more so Carlton than even VB. VB is sort of like poor man's beer. Is probably the best way to put it. Even worse, the Natty and Bud, which is that is saying a lot because Bud always had that reputation about it. I think VB's on par with Bud. Would it shock you to know I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't really know? Horrible stuff. I don't know how anyone can drink it. Maybe I still do get my pooky thing coming out. Acquired taste. Acquired in the sense that you have to force yourself to like it. Asking about mass market American beer taste. I've never actually had a beer that's any good. It's all pretty terrible. Like, you really have to force yourself to drink it. waiting for the bots. Might as well slide it down a little bit, seeing as though there's room to spare. It's probably more that I don't get into really bitter things in general. Don't really like really bitter things. Generally how they mostly are. Wine's actually another weird one too. That stuff tastes weird. So, are they planning on picking up these trains anytime soon? There are mods on this map, or is this pure vanilla? I have a little mod that I made just to help with the fusion reactor output, because waiting for them to charge is really annoying. It's not really, I wouldn't call it a quality of life mod though, it's more just for my benefit, so I'm not standing around waiting for things to charge. Other than that, there's Uncle Shred's Manly Warcry, which is I would call that a mandatory mod, and I think that's it. Oh, no, sorry. It also includes Train Path Tweaker, which lets me edit the train penalties here. Another one, little quick mod that I made ages ago, when that was added to the game. Helps a little bit, but it's limited in usefulness. There's not a lot of, as far as the game goes, there's not a lot of quality of life mods as such anymore. Like there isn't many of those sort of essential mods just to make life a little bit easier, like there used to be. Neil, you can do that for me. You can sit there. Gonna drop that there. I'm gonna cut that and then flip it round. Then I'm gonna completely forget which hole it plugged into. The less than or greater than, I can't remember. It's one or the other. Plug into there. If I was really feeling keen, I'd probably move these as well. I don't really want to. But I probably should. As I say, I don't really want to. Probably can't make these on account of it not having iron. Okay, probably has them. It's not crafting them. It's just delay on the bots, I suspect. Or bot network issues. Has they changed the blueprint trains? Oh yeah, blueprinting trains has been around for a little while now. It's a really good feature. I like blueprinting trains. See, like, that's the sort of thing, is the reason why there's not many quality of life mods left, is that pretty much everything you can... Most of the things, well, not everything, but most of the things you can immediately think of are already in the game. There you go, that's the result you're normally hoping for. So what I'm trying to do is hit the beginning of the curve. Just position them just right. Yeah, in the center. I don't really want them... It's debatable whether or not I should even have this signal, actually. It's just creating nodes for no reason. Darth Lighty, 12 months of Prime. 12 whole months of Prime. Thank you very much for that. Got some love and hype chat there for Darth Lighty. Coming on in. How you doing? Bloop. Yeah, Liquid Media hasn't played much since 15. Fine, I will do it. And fix that wire finally. Actually. There. Back one. It might not be visible from behind the thingy, but we'll see. Praise be the corporation. Or the corporation will... Otherwise you'll have mandatory corporation reassignment if you don't praise the corporation. Yeah, I'll move it up one. Oh, stop changing my mind. Damn it. I'll keep him in the bottom. What is the circuit for? So this is for managing the trains going out to the outposts. So I only want to send the trains when the outpost has, when the base has the demand and when the outpost has the supply available. So this is part of a big system which dispatches trains. So every outpost has 4 trains associated with it. So like here, you can see this Copper 6 has 4 trains. Copper 10 has 4 trains. I don't think there is actually a Copper 6, or is there? Just want to find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's no Copper 6. And Copper 10 is empty, so there's no train being sent to it. And this, these lights here is saying what the base demand is, and this is saying what the supply is. So there's zero lights here, because there's no supply for Copper 6, and this red light means there physically is no Copper 6. Yeah, there's a Copper 10, but there's no Copper 6. Copper 10, but there's no, or not enough copper in it. Yeah, there's nothing there. And then Copper 6, there's no Copper 6. Whereas all the others here, it's fully supplied. Stone, I think that's stone. Is that coal? That's coal. Yeah, see, this one only has 2 train loads waiting. That one just gained a 4th train load. So I got to do all this next to increase it to 6. So yeah, there's quite a bit going on. Stations backwards? Oh, they are too, aren't they? Oh dear. It's a good thing you pointed that out, because I never would have noticed. Might actually explain why, yeah, why a train hasn't rolled up yet. Speaking of things not rolling up, looks like it'll fit anyway. There we go, got that built. Well, at this point, you could have done a complete rebuild. Yeah, well, it basically is a complete rebuild at this point. Oh, hello train. Just sliding on in. Means I can probably squeeze that up there now and still have it visible. And get rid of these. Let's give it power. There. And yep. Come into there. Doop doop. And then we span these across. All these do is just turn the number into a generic go signal. Now if it's greater than 1, send 1, greater than 2, send 2, and so on and so forth. Why does that look different? Why does that one specifically look different to these? I'm confused. Seriously, why is that one different? Or is it not connected? It's connected. Just decide. Looks different. Rail side. Very strange. Oh, yeah, I see. I getcha. Probably should move. Nah, screw it. I was like, maybe I should move them all to the right, but nah, it's fine. There we go. See, you see, this way you get a wire that's completely invisible, which you don't get the other way. Something you definitely want in this, isn't it? Whee. And there we are. Question is, can you... Oh, just... Suppose if I do it like that, that works. Why are you redoing the rails and trains? Is the input not keeping up with the demand? There's not enough trains going to each outpost. I'm only sending 4 to each outpost, and it's not enough anymore. So I need to increase that. So I guess that's sort of true, sort of correct, right? In that it's not keeping up with demands, but it's it's not sending a. It doesn't have enough granularity. It would be the best way to put it. It's either too much or not enough when it sends out all the trains. And it's very irregular. It has problems. Fine. I have a curve. Yes, there's no... In this space, because of the combinated system controlling the trains, there's no input stacker. It's always meant to receive the right number of trains. Because it's measuring the demand the base has, and sending out the number of trains accordingly, there's no need for an input stacker. Input stackers are kind of a waste. There's no real need for them. Like, shouldn't really need them. It's just a way of buffering oversupply from outposts. Made a ton of outposts for this map? Oh, yeah. I mean, this map was kind of generous with resources. It also does help that... where is it? Somewhere. It's been moved. There it is. Mining productivity 1000 kind of helps with it. Outposts are moving. They do move pretty fast. Like this... Most of these patches are all in the 3 to 5 million range. So there's there's not a lot of ore going on. This is also a version 12 map originally, so it had the ore is a lot less spaced out than a modern Railworld map. So you can actually see there's a lot of patches pretty close. This used to be considered far apart, but it isn't anymore. But yeah, it just means that I go through them pretty quickly. Do you even have bot? Oh, you do. This is another little thing that I got set up where periodically just deconstruct these and then a train will come collect them automatically. I like the trash system. Very super simple, that one. Working on a video explanation for it as well. I was working on it actually, I should say. I started ages ago, but I wasn't happy with the results. A few things were lacking in the explanation, and so I want to redo it. I'm really particular about tutorials. I don't like giving false or bad information. 16 when the Mamjet got the overhaul. It got an overhaul pretty much in every version. The 17 was the one is what we're on current. The 17 map gen's what we're on now. Cause 16 added the swamps, which apparently people loved. Some people actually loved. We finally overruled that in 17 and got something sensible. Playtime in lockdown, 6 weeks worth of time. Yeah, that's why I'm suddenly watching 40-year-old videotapes. Although I was actually at a team meeting yesterday, surprise team meeting yesterday, and it's like, oh, I need to do some stuff. Got that done. Still got a few things to do though, so I won't be able to hang out here too long. Sort out that. Got a few diagrams still to do. Pax train still going around this map? Oh yeah, it's still going. Pretty sure. There it is. There it is. It's still on its time. It did gain a circuit condition at some point, but the trains used to not have. They used to only be 30-second or time based. There was no other orders, and so that train's just been happily going backwards and forwards. They're all on timers. There was one train that I never reset. I think I did lose it at one point, and then it came back. It used to be really easy to lose trains, so every time that had happened, you just build another one. Working from home, I love that. Your job wouldn't allow it. Yeah, I can't entirely work from home, but I can get away with enough. Also, there's no money to actually do anything at the minute, which is also mildly inconvenient for stuff and things. Now, what I'm hoping is that if I make it in a group like this, yeah, like that. It will tile, and hopefully trains will somewhat go multiple directions. Somewhat. Probably won't, but can only hope. Only hope. Now we tile it. Yes, this is going to get very confusing in a very big hurry. Oh, they're perfectly spaced at 2 each. Excellent. Oh, you're off by a tile? Not be. The other thing I need is a green wire? Green wire or red wire? I think it's green wire. Green wire. Going between all of these. Hey, Electhreel. Also, the thing I didn't do was change this to 1. And this one, consequently, is a 2. There we go. Got any trains here? Nope. No iron 2s. Getting a bit cold over here. You can feel the cold from here. Oh, hello. Was a train wanting to come in here after all. Oh, the struggle bus. The train. I think a few of them are given up because there's no bot range anymore. Oh, it was one of those poles. Well, the substation. That's why I was confused. Perfect matchup, but it's good enough. Worst part is I've got to do this to copper as well, and then I've got to do the combinators, or at least some combination thereof. Also need to connect this to the circuit network, it's the circuit system, for it to actually work. Yeah, so in theory there should be a regular signal periodically. Hopefully that'll work. Right, number 3. There's number 3. Hey hey. Five. And rinse and repeat. It's nice to see the thing on ghosted on the map now, though. Hey, Slazer, vanilla mega base? Yeah. Very much so. If I put it in the right spot and all that. Oh man, how you doing? Right. Slip a substation in there. There we go. What if I can cram a roboport in here somewhere? Nope, not a chance. Just give it the spacing like there is a thing there. Converting to railway? Yeah, also upgrading it to 6 trains. Doesn't get coverage though. Wow, I wanted it 5, but can't quite do that. I have no idea where the middle is in that point. Let's do like max reach of these. That'll be fine. Why are there so many trains backed up to the south? It's all the iron trains because I cut off their access. Yeah, so all of these trains are trying to get to here, which I cut off. They'll get access soon enough. Since I have actual rails, that would help. I think I might have used up the base's entire supply of rails. Just putting it out there, which is kind of impressive. Nope, I haven't. There's still 3,000 in the network. It's just that this thing doesn't quite have good network coverage anymore. And there's a thumping great gap in the hole in the coverage right there. Funny man, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. One and or the other. Right, well that's coming back in. I know, but hey. Yep. Doing well, haven't seen you stream in a bit. Been watching a lot of yourself on YouTube. I need to sort out YouTube. Oh yeah, that was the other thing too, is I ran out of hard drive space when I was doing... I was saying before, I was sorting out the trash train video. I wanted to redo it, and then I ran out of hard drive space. It's just one thing after another. Just everything. Because I was also doing, I wanted to do a YouTube of Oxygen Not Included as well. Do I catch your FE Mega Man series regularly? Nice. Yeah, I want to do, actually, I got some notes. Like the Combinator stuff is still to do. The ME tutorial, finally did that. Trash Train is in progress. Nuclear, I'm planning. Another remit? Yeah, I'm adding more trains and making the big thing bigger. Supply train's a complicated one. I need to do the rail grid. Vanilla train unloading and loading, I've got a note of. I don't remember what that means. I should have used more words. And train signaling is another topic. Trains and signaling is a complicated one though. It's difficult to explain that in a way that people understand in a concise way without just blabbling on for 5 years. And then without 5 million, well, actuallys popping up. Well, actually it's like this because in real life, this does that, and then they actually do it like this, as if real life actually has any meaningful bearing on a video game. Bloody well, actuallys. It's the Reddit types. You know what it is? It's IT students. They're the worst at it. Keegan, throwing down that follow. Yes, they're on base bin now. Ready to go. Alright. So I need to do the loopy doop, this thing. Track lag. It's delicious, isn't it? Delicious, delicious track lag. Ready for some ultra mega track lag? This is going to be a big one. Might actually freeze the game for a few seconds, this one. Actually clean up all this too. And bam. What was that one? I can't even see it. 229 milliseconds. 4,000 milliseconds, so 4 seconds spent doing that. Oh dear. Possibly more, I might have missed the first cycle. Basement doesn't have a modified date? Yeah, I want to move it over to GitHub. Prevent track lag, could you isolate the rail and rip it up? No, you can't, unfortunately. It's mainly because of the train's no pathing. Because you should see there's a bit of a stutter every time a piece gets picked up. It comes from all the trains no pathing, and every time there's an update they all search for a new path all at once. Why human? I mean, I did make it difficult for them to even I might have actually caused a bot migration then too. Them to even pick all that stuff up. So the next thing I'm doing is adding a little relief section to the entry. So best way to look at it is over here. So instead of accessing all 20, well, how many tracks is there? It's 20 by 4, whatever that is. 80. Oh dear. You can tell it's still a little early in the morning. So instead of trying to cross all 20 or 40 entryways all at once, because it's 80 because when it splits up and then goes down into 20, because they split in half there. Yeah, instead of crossing all of them once, I break it in half, and so any that need to go to the back half only cross half as many and then queue up a second time. When your robot ports in the way of the tracks, now be building? I mean, feature me problems and all that. So yeah, what I want to do is break up the junction instead of having one huge monolithic monstrosity. Break it up down into a few smaller chunks. It's probably not going to go all the way down. That's why I wasn't too worried. I need to fit like 2 trains or 3 trains in. Even this might actually be a little long. There. There's even a little bit of a stutter placing track down. The only way to really fix track lag is to have less signal blocks. That's the best way I found to reduce it. Yeah, I'll pick it up, put it down, maybe there. There, new slide over here. Is it more better though? To a point. Well, signal blocks can help, but to a point. It's like with the junctions where I could add more. First, well, actually the rail blueprints, rail junction blueprints that I did is a good example of that. Where there could be a lot more, but it's debatable whether or not they actually do anything. Like here, even. I could even add another one there, and that's a little micro optimization, but again, that's debatable whether or not it does anything. I'm trying to think of an example of one where it would matter. Where is an example? Trouble is, I've done all these fancy ass junctions everywhere. I know there's like a T intersection one. I can't think where it is. Usually it's things like a useless optimization is usually splitting a, a branch of track in a junction into two smaller sections. It's usually something like that. Totally unnecessary, it doesn't do anything. The junction artists. Apparently. Apparently. I didn't come up, like, I didn't invent any of these things. These things are ancient history. These are all just transport tycoon things. I know there's a few people on the forums and the Reddit that do some and benchmark that style of junction. There's nothing new. Nothing new and exciting. It's all just transport tycoon stuff, really. Now, here's hopefully one I prepared earlier. No, I need minimum curve, or minimum straight, right on the curve, and that can tell me how close I can be. Like that. As close as I can be. Curve rail in the way. Probably way out there. I'm trying to see the red. Oh, I see. Now, down bottom left. Bottom right, sorry. Yeah, bottom right. As I say, it's only 9 o'clock. It's classic early morning me again, isn't it? You know what? This needs to move even further. Can't sit there. It's going to block the substation. Very important. Keeping the substations not blocked. Very, very important stuff. Also, really spacing it out just right. Totally unnecessary, but kind of important. Yeah. It was all the extra fluff. I better put this back down. That's unhappy up there. They'll sort themselves out eventually. How many mods are in the Logi network? Yes. I think it's about 5,000. Where is it? Oh, that's not it. Should be 5,000-ish. 8,000 and 10,000. Never mind. Got more than I thought. You shouldn't really have that many. This network's way too big. This is an example of what not to do with a bot network. It really is. Although, I think once you get to about 12,000, there's more bots than work can be handed out to them. Somewhere around 8 to 12,000. Like, they just don't... More bots just doesn't do anything. Doesn't get you anywhere. Neo. I'll do the same again, really. Dang, isolated networks. Alright, let's power this one up. Just so I can get more bots attacking the problem. Just a shame that I end up with this tiny little gap. I can't, like, squeeze a roboport in anywhere here. I don't think I need any of those anymore. I probably could have used a few of those, actually. Uh, 7. Seven, 7, and 7. Just underground it, sure. 8. Oh, that was easy. Nine, 9, and 9. And lucky last is 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Hello, train. They loop through. I have to sort out the signaling on that yet. Kind of important detail. Kind of an important detail. I get 3 on there. Yeah, that's what I want. Exactly what I want. There we go, and that's all 8 now. A lot of tracks there. It's a few. I mean, it's a good start. Got a lot more to do, though. I mean, it's only halfway. Oh dear. Actually starting to clear the backlog now because the iron trains are getting in. This is all the, yeah, like 14s and such. Now gotta get those in. Chance of death compared to FE trains? Just a tiny, tiny advantage. It's cheating. It's almost cheating, that is. Okay, I mean, the chance of death isn't... set train back to auto. Probably a good idea. I still need it there, though. I need the train to sit behind it. Right, so we copy both of these. Like that. Oix that. And I also need this thing. I can pop it there. Yeah, wrong hole. Alright, next lot. So silly. Question is stone in the way now? Go, you like trains? Hey, how you doing? I like trains too. Oop. I'm gonna pop it down and hope for that. Yeah, it is on stone. Oh dear. Undo. I might need to reduce it down slightly. Need more concrete. You know, this map used to be entirely concreted, and I pulled it all up, and then bombed the chest that the concrete went in. I might get rid of that one there. Otherwise, it's going to be too big. Where are you trying to go anyway? There. Delete. Delete. And delete. Yeah, a long while there too. How you been? How you been? Been keeping busy? Keeping, well, all the things going on and stuff and junk? Don't have to get them out of here too. Wee. Tell you what, you... yeah. Poor thing. Trains are sitting on the counter, so it's just dinging infinitely. Delightful sound, isn't it? Looking at the window to see where the sound was coming from. Yeah, it's meant to make a chime sound. We did that ages ago, that one. It's meant to make a chime sound as a train passes over it. Oh, that was a long time ago, that one. It's funny, I found an old clip of where the counter was still... You know, I think it was down in the tens of thousands. That was a long time ago. So it's in nearly at 100,000 now. This was like 17,000. There we go. That should hopefully trigger it. Should hopefully trigger it. That's all of that. Stand by. Yes, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Outputs. Probably is not... No, it should be able to talk with this thing. Doing. Sending... It's calling for. Calling. T is 4. So you should actually be on. Oh, you've lost all your settings. You should be T greater than 0. Not T, sorry. Just... no, anything. And use colours. I have a method of unloading from trains only those items that are queued to be built. It is possible indirectly without, you generally need a way of putting a blueprint request into a network. You can only do it indirectly, like you can keep a small stock and that stock is going to get consumed by things needing a blueprint, which in turn calls for items to be pulled out of a train. That's the only way I can think of to do it. So yeah, because this thing doesn't understand the six trains. Yeah, without a mod though, to put the actual blueprint request into a train, into the circuit network, you would keep a small stock, and this only works on a small network too. You would keep a small stock, and then those would be consumed. Bold Viking coming on in with our raiding party. What was I saying? Yeah, you keep a small stock in that network, and then those get consumed for the blueprint, which in turn, you build a list of requests. You then send to like a filter inserter. How you doing, Bold Viking? Charge! Yeah, I'm on in. What are you up to? You're up to Satisfactory. Ooh. Wonder if we should do some Satisfactory one day. I mean, I kind of want to do Satisfactory multiplayer just to try and get into it, but I have a hard time playing Satisfactory. So welcome everybody. We're having a look at my old Mega Base map here. We're just redoing the trains a little bit. So this is the base. It's centered around a giant-ass lake. Mr. Macchio, how you doing? And yes, I can't quite read that. It's gone. Warden throwing down that follow. Welcome on in. How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. So yeah, we're working on our... Want to do Satisfactory until you play Satisfactory. Pretty much, yeah. Can be very spaghetti. Especially when I'm doing it, you know. You know what I'm like. Yeah, Satisfactory multiplayer is great until... Or Satisfactory in general is great until you actually play Satisfactory. Just something about it. It's just ain't quite right. Gaming Succubus throwing down that follow there too. Thank you for that. Words failed there. It's like a resource or a dump. It just happened to be a big lake in the middle of this map. This particular map is a rather interesting formation. Like there's no connection over here, which is really unusual. There's these natural choke points, and then this just continues on this way. It's just wants to be. It's just the perfect map. A lot of fun building up your own mini base on the beachfront. Oh yeah. How you doing, everyone? I'm lost track of the names there, but thank you. Welcome on, everybody. Welcome on in. I said everyone and everybody at the same time. So yeah, so I have a combinator system which manages all the trains on this map, and I'm just upgrading it a little bit. Currently it's centered around 4 trains for every outpost, and I'm upgrading it to 6 trains for every outpost. Insert more coffee? Good idea. Oh, it's empty. That's a shame. What's the time? We're almost halfway. Going for about 4 hours today, so... aim for a refill around halfway. Can't reach. Just details, that is. I need to shrink this down a little bit, though. I mean, I can always just tell them to go manually. Like so. Although I don't need to get them out of this one, it's the next one that's really the problem. I need to move this one over, because there's just not enough room. Iron 10, Iron 9, Iron 9. Apparently I changed the way I do the orders partway through setting these up. got partway through and changed everything. Out there. Crash 2 trains against each other yet? Not in a while. As fun as it is to do. So yeah, I need all of this. This here. There. I need to make all this disappear. Crashing 2 trains into each other. There's that track lag again. I've done a Gomez Adams recently. Admit, too bad it doesn't explode like a Gomez Adams. God, that is an old reference, that one is. That is an old reference. Only commit war crimes on Wednesdays and weekends. I mean, at least it's honest. Adams Family was one of the better black and white sitcoms. It's an alright movie too. The what was it? Hey, sausage. It's late 80s or early 90s. I don't remember. That does seem like a 90s movie. So it was early 90s, like 92 or 91 or something. In that case, yeah. So maybe I will try and cram some roboports in here. And so it gives you anxiety. I bet Gomez went on to do Street Fighter movie after Adam's Family. Huh. How about that? I need to delete this. The track lag. So I'll make that. Yeah, most of the trains can't come down here, so it's all good. I mean, train death is beautiful UPS. Yeah, that track lag is fantastic, isn't it? This map gets some good track lag going. Some good, proper track lag. Order, because they needed... Give him time to rest up. I don't really remember that. Those... Well, game tie-in movies back in the day were terrible. I suppose they're still kind of terrible. But they were terrible back in the day. What are you? You're 4. I better give these some numbers. And Master Chief. Let's run down that fellow too. Yeah, Master Chief is here. What do we got? Iron Wolf throwing down that hose too. How you doing? Can you give a simple explanation of how Secretary on those stops works? Sure. So it all starts with this blob up here. This thing here takes in what is going on at every outpost and what is going on in every unload. What it does, it just takes in the sum of all... So the red wire here, if we find a red wire on its own, there. So we have the sum of everything that's in every unload. So in this case we have 22,000 iron, 13,000 copper, 141,000 stone, and 1.4 million coal. So it takes that sum, and it takes the difference between that and the maximum possible that it can store. So in this case, we can have 1.7 million copper, and of that we only have 13k. And so this then decides, okay, of that ratio, we need to send out this many trains. So what it does, it divides it by 4, and it says if it's less than 3/4, send 1 train. If it's less than 2/4, send 2 trains. Less than 3/4, actually, if it's less than, sorry, that needs to move up one. If it's less than max, send one train from every stop. Well, it says 1 train here, so this is what the four lights are. If it's less than full, send 1 train. Less than 3/4, send 2 trains. Less than half, send 3 trains. Less than a quarter, send 4 trains. And so, because these are basically nothing out of several million, I think this is 2.4 million. So it's saying send 4 iron trains. Stone's an interesting one because it's only 400k, which is basically 2 trains. So if a stone goes below a quarter, it says send 4 trains to get send 4 trains to get 2 train loads. It's kind of funny. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, so that's how it determines how many trains to send, and then that is scaled with how much is available in every train stop. So these lights represent how much is available. So this gives you a good idea of the quality of video game movies. It does. Oh, I think nostalgia has screwed with that score because they were not rated very well in the day. So yeah, so most of these are saying these are completely full, so maximum number of trains can be sent. Coal over here, you see 3. That means that if it's requesting 4, it'd be 4 minus 1, so only 3 go. A lot of circuitry, way too much for your mind. I mean, arguably it's pretty straightforward. It's just a lot of repeat, but it is actually, there's a lot of nuance going on. There's a lot of things, little simple things. Like, I say it's simple, but actually, like, there's a lot going on to make it, bring it down. Because as I say, there's just a few, it's only a few, like it's just dividing by 4 here, dividing it by 4, and then subtraction, and then some more subtraction. The end result is that, so this one, they're all full, so they send all the trains. This one is actually empty. I think that's copper 10. It's completely empty, so it's saying I can receive no trains, so it's not calling for any trains. Use to make everything be printed on Kiwi's race the edge, and it caused a lot of arguing as to how the hell do we make this thing work. You turn it on. Is usually what happens is there's a combinator here with an E and a color, and that one's normally, when it comes in the blueprint, it's normally off, and you got to set it on. I bet that's what it was. As sarcastic as it sounds, it most of the time when people are saying how does it work, it's usually that. It happens a lot. There is a very good reason for it, so it doesn't freak out when the combinators are being built. It'll do really crazy things otherwise. How long does it take you to design a mega base? Quite a while. I'm pretty slow at it, and I always do it wrong the first and second and third time. So it usually takes a long time. And then even then in the execution, I'll do it wrong 2 or 3 times. Like the number of times I built this and then forgot to build like stone. I think I actually forgot to build stone twice on this one. If it works, it isn't wrong. There you go. Yeah, the last thing I was going to say on this is it then subtracts how many are available from the request. So if there's 4 available, 4 minus 0, 4. If this only had 3, 4 minus 1 is 3. And what's interesting is that this has the odd effect that if you're only requesting 1 and there's only 1 available, it's now 1 minus 3, which is minus 2. So for an outpost with only 1 train load available, it has to request all 4 before it'll actually send a train out. It sort of shifts the thing around. Do I have a programming background? Not really. I'm not an amazing programmer. Electronic background, yes, but like this stuff takes a lot for me to actually figure out. Combinators, I do actually struggle with. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, but I do actually struggle with them, understanding them. Like a lot of the things you see on that people do on Reddit and the forums, I don't actually understand. Like there was a network one, Ethernet one. Yeah, and that's the other thing is the combinaires don't really represent programming language. Most of mine are actually pretty simple, and this does actually have a lot of problems too. Like you see, I think it's coal actually flashes. Yeah, every time it loops, it flashes. And these flashes, they go around. I'm pretty sure there's a way to fix that, but I don't know how. I believe it's with a different memory system. JavaScript edit, can't figure out how to set it to factorial. Yeah, this is more... I think we determined it was more VHDL-like than programming. And that's why it's hard for people to wrap their head around it, because VHDL is also very difficult to wrap your head around. It's strange at times. Do we have coverage? No. With like Haskell. I don't know Haskell. I know the name. I'm trying to think of it. No. I say, I don't remember Haskell at all. Pretty nice if you know what you're doing. Yeah, what does... I just can't think of it. Sort of remember it, but I don't really remember it at the same time. Functional programming language, not used a lot. I just remember that name being thrown, the Haskell being thrown around a lot at one point in time. It's one of those languages that goes through a period of trendiness and then sort of dies. Have any crazy winky train station designs? Nice for algorithms. I don't know, that's... I mean, I got that. That's about as crazy as it gets. Count to infinity. It's the little things in life. Ooh, power. And maybe some bots will do some stuff and things. That's no good there. Yeah, like those will connect, and then we'll get the networks back. And these bots won't be dumb. There we go. Yep, now they're building. Crazy unloads. I don't have anything really exceptionally crazy. It's all very fairly conventional stuff. It depends on what you mean by crazy as well, too. Looks like a mother... Yeah, get that a lot. Oh yeah, there's the green circuits is sad. Green circuits is sad. Can't have that now, can we? Yeah, it's the layout of the belts is when the belt optimization came through, we decided to preserve how it looked from version 14. Just for no real reason other than lols and nostalgia. Well, I can build that. It's out of bot range. That would be dangerous doing those signals there. It'd also be dangerous standing here. Alright. So this thing, I want there now. Get rid of all that. 130? Language, basic tell the parser which way to go, down the front and everything. It sounds like logo. Sounds like someone reinvented logo. Hilarious. Everything old is new again. Programming used to be fun with stuff like that. It's not fun anymore. Everything's all just sterile C and C++ and .NET and whatever's trendy now, Python. Used to get fun stuff like basic and logo. Just don't get it anymore. Because all the uptight people think that they're, in many ways it is kind of true. They don't like them, those languages. Alright, so that's not hitting stone this time, which is a bonus. Not overlapping stone is generally considered a good thing. I'm just waiting for all the basic hate to come in. People don't like the mixed languages. Generally not a good thing if you, to make some unholy blob of multiple mixed languages. Then again, there was this time called the 90s when there was a new language popping up every second day. So you couldn't avoid mixing languages, and no API was ever really compatible with another API. So even if you wanted to, you couldn't avoid inevitably mixing languages. Meant to be shift clicked. There. It's like the time when you needed like 5 different languages to make a dynamic web page. Because HTML wasn't really capable of doing anything beyond DHTML. I've actually been all over Python lately. It's quite good. Very basic-like, actually. But, well, the syntax is different, but the fundamental concepts are the same. Just not relying on gotos, although later on goto was really a very early basic thing. Everyone gets confused by. The later end of basic had moved away from it. Once subroutines were sort of become a proper thing, properly implemented thing. Python, it is great, isn't it? Turtle graphics. That's one I haven't heard in a while. Now you are 11. Turtle graphics. That was on Mac, I think. Oh, your build scripts are in Python. Turtle graphics is dumb. See, what I mean by things are no longer fun anymore with like logo is in my school they had We had BBC Micros, because BBC Micros did actually find their way around here. Hang on. 1920, yeah. 17. Hang on, 18? Yeah, we had BBC, we were learning everything on BBC Micros. And they had a Lego kit which could connect to the BBC Micro, and you could control the Lego Technic with Logo on the BBC Micro, which is really cool. That's the kind of fun things you don't get anymore. And that's, I don't know if anyone's seen the 8-bit guys trying to do his own, like, re-implementation of the Commodore 64. That's the kind of thing he's trying to recapture. You just don't get it anymore. Even microcontrollers, like, do some cool stuff with them, but it's not just, like, plug and play in that same sense. Hey up, Alice. Hey ya. How you doing? Trying to think, I did some stuff once with later on with I think it was LabVIEW and the serial controlled mice. Kind of cool. Similar sort of vein, but LabVIEW, which comes with all of its LabVIEW weirdness. Say exhausted? Way too warm and too much streaming today? Ooh, overdid it a little bit, did you? Not to worry. Yeah, I'm just rebuilding this thing just to hurt my brain even more. That'll get built soon and in a hurry. I should actually start naming these too. Oh, I actually coloured that one. Are you gonna make it in time? Oh, hello. That's no good. Extra signals there. Got a wheel coming in that rating, buddy. How you doing? Welcome on in. Oh, this one doesn't have the duplicate signals. Hey Jedi. I words wrong there. Again. Alright. I think 19's ready. Five, 6. Yeah, I decided to more faster and more bigger than all the trains. It definitely can't end. That's definitely going to end well, won't it? Definitely going to end well. Nothing will ever go wrong with that. 1% oil rich instead of default 17. That's pretty punishing. What do they do to deserve that? What kind of insubordination did they undertake? Must have been something pretty serious. I know I can name these, but I'd prefer to... Uh-oh. I missed. It's just how train stops get done and laid down, like how the orders get assigned to them. They've got to wear their masks. Some bold punishment there. Yeah, there's some weirdness with the train assignment I want to try and avoid. being well faster enough. Constant outposting doesn't sound fun. If you have enough of them, it's fine. Just need enough of them for it to be fine. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16. Three, 4, 5, 6. $13. Gives reason to use a mining prod deck. Yeah, mining prod does pretty much defeat any need for outposting after a while, which is kind of the case in point with this map. All the trains are moving now. And lastly, 15. But with easy maps, we're before a person done forever. Were you playing on Railworld? Alright, that'll do that. Because modern Railworld's kind of weird. I need power. Power those roboports. The way stuff gets built. Oh, no signals now. I mean, at the very least, I'll get these done. Done and done. Hello, train. Question is, can I squeeze another one in here? Will one fit? Four, 6, 8, 10. I don't think it will. Last railway. You like your marathons, don't you? I don't know how you can put up with them. Can't stand marathon worlds. Mainly because it's not very well balanced. The expensive mode really. Expensive mode is not balanced. It's like Forex played for like 10 minutes. It's like, yep, these random numbers seem fine. Ship it, and then that's pretty much it. I've been wondering about doing expensive tech for the next mega base, but I don't know if there's really a point because the mega base is inherently designed to do the infinite research, which in itself is expensive tech. Anyway, so that's kind of pointless. You don't need any of these end signals. This would be a good example of redundant signals. They all do the same thing. Yeah, so this signal here, it's really just doing the same as that one there. This one here, doing the same as that. None of these are needed. Only that first one. Just slow you down early in mid-game. Yeah, it just slows you down early in mid-game. Don't seem to have anywhere to go? Yeah, they literally don't have anywhere to go. They quite literally don't have anywhere to go. I need that. They have somewhere to go. Well, now I'm only 1/3 done. Got to do the rest now. And then the combinator. Although I probably should plug the rest in. At least I gained a little bit of space down below. Oops. Hi, train. Good dawn. Aw, rude. Is your proudest build? It's just barely enough room. Question is, the boat's gonna bring me... Oh, there's not a lot in storage. I think I used up everything in storage now. Right, so how's that looking? Hey, his name. Just 180 points to figure out what stair is. Yeah, about that. I'm actually surprised no one's redeemed it in a while. It's probably because no one really wants it. It's copper 10. Oh, there's copper 10. See, that's why there's no copper at copper 10. That explains that. It's flamed out. And Lottie the Vixen. Right, down that follow. Eh? Are those yellow lights in combinators? I'll put that in. You mean here? The yellow lights? That's trains at the outpost. So that means there's at least one train there. So this thing can actually track when a train arrives. So it knows when there's no outpost, and it knows when there's a train there. It doesn't really do anything, but it's there. Oh, I'm getting croaky. Okay. I can just plug into there. Hello, train. And again. Did lower the amount of points, subs get to 1.2, so it takes subs much longer. Oh, I gotta readjust it all then. Now, let's have a look at this. I wonder if I remember this one. I wonder if I've seen it before. Rebuilt inline set. I think I've seen this before. I think you showed me that before. There's a lot going on there. Pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool, like, given what it does. Your train never determine where deadlocks are likely occurred? No, it can't detect that sort of thing. Because it would have to track traffic and busyness. There's a lot of other parameters would need to track, which are fairly difficult with just a state machine. Don't think any more throughput? I think that's as good as it gets for a circuit build. Steam stair? Why doesn't it say? When did it even... Where did it even... Yeah, like it literally doesn't even say you redeemed it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Tell you what, let me park up here. Then, we'll do that and then take a break. So, for the purpose of the recording, I'm going to pause now and then continue after the break, because it's 2 hours in.